Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hello everyone. Well, I took it upon myself to get a little bit done today. There's nothing like looking at your place on camera to let you know, okay, you need to at least do your best. And I don't think I've done my best at trying to keep things clean around here. Still stuttering, y'all. But anyway, I got out today and I mowed the front yard, cleaned out my car. That's what that bag is by my tire. Got the side mowed. I said my flowers are in full bloom, so let me do something at least. So I weed whacked around the fence, around the flower bed, stood my thing back up, and this time I put a brick on top. Hopefully Booger won't mess with that. Let's see, there it is. Okay, so I couldn't just bend down and pick up weeds today. My back is hurting, so I just took the weed whacker and did what I could along here. It looks a little better, but not much, okay? Backyard needs cutting again, but I'm not messing with it until I get back from the family reunion. These blooms are starting to die out, so I got one more round to go, and then that's gonna be it for these flowers here. So I'm just trying to enjoy them a little bit. Beautiful sunset. We had a beautiful day today. It got no higher than 72. My patty pan is still there, but I think it has died. Look at the color. That color isn't looking the best, but it's still on there nice and strong, and it's thick. So I don't know, maybe it did get pollinated. Let's zoom in on it. I really don't know, but look how strong it is on there. So I don't know, it may have pollinated. And we'll see what happens with our new two that are coming in. Okay. Cucumber's still looking, oh, okay, I thought that was a stem. Nope, that's a stick. Cucumbers are still looking good, and they have bonded to the trellis, so that means they're ready to be off to the races. Corn looking good. This one, these two right here, those four actually, are doing really good. It's starting to take off. I might or might not get some corn, may or may not, I don't know. Just don't know, but we're gonna let it do everything it could possibly do. I'm gonna hit it with a little fertilizer next week, and we'll see what happens. The rain is what will help that corn, the patty pan, and the cucumber. Weed whacker's still out. I haven't cleaned up this mess yet, so excuse it. Okay, changes. We'll start over here. I had to get the beast, and that's what I'm naming this raspberry, the beast. I had to get him out of there. He is just taking off. I know I have clusters of berries. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's some over there, there's some up here. So I'm gonna get a nice little harvest. I got some at the back there, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for the birds. There's some coming in right there. And I call this an everbearing because last year, remember, I told you I got a nice harvest in, it was like mid-July. My raspberries were ready. I picked them, they were delicious. Oh, there's a cluster underneath there too. Okay, so after that, I thought that was it for the raspberry. So I cut all the primocanes off, because you know you got your primocanes and what's the other one? I keep wanting to say nanocane, but it's not nanocane. Primocane and, golly, it'll lose me, but I know. But anyway, I cut this thing down to the nub. It came back by September and threw off another set of raspberries. So now I know to leave it alone. So I know this thing is gonna get even bigger than what it is now. So I brought it out here so it can do whatever it's gonna do. And then I'll cut it down in early October or late September. Okay, these flowers are winding down too. Those red ones look like they're still blooming for me, so look like I'm gonna have those all summer. From the looks of things, it's these right here that are about to die off, the tiger lilies. So We only have a few more days with those. And usually I cut this bush down, but I'm gonna leave it since the red flowers are still here. I'm gonna just leave it. Look at there. The Crenshaw melon. It looks like it's stretching towards the sky there. The diva cucumber. If it throws off a female, then I'll know that it just needed to be outside. A caged bird cannot sing. But boy, my baby, we gotta name this sunflower Sunny. So hopefully the head will get bigger on it, I would assume so. I've never grown one before, not to this point to where I've got the flower, so I'm loving this. So we shall see what will become of Sunny. And guess what this is, y'all? It was in the greenhouse. I know the soil is good because it has mushrooms in it. This is the blackberry bush, y'all. I decided to cut it to the nub. I just got rid of it, and I'm getting ready to go inside while I'm on film, and I'm gonna propagate the canes that I took. Let's see, primal canes and flora canes, that's what it is. And so for this, I propagated the flora canes and the primal canes, both, just to ensure that Robert and I will get a harvest next year. I got enough canes off of this that I saved that I'm gonna dip in the root stimulator, and I'm going to start us some more blackberry plants. I think I got us 3 apiece. I decided to move all peppers out of the greenhouse. First of all, those Scotch bonnets I found out are hot peppers. In fact, the scallions or scallions on the hot pepper of the Scotch bonnet is 10,000 times more hotter than a jalapeno. Y'all know with this ostomy, I bet not dare. I bet not as much as smell a Scotch bonnet pepper. So the Scotch bonnet is on the outside of the greenhouse. I couldn't bear to kill it, but I'm gonna keep it. Somebody, if Robert or somebody like hot stuff, they can get the peppers off of that. These are the California Wonders. I put one here, and then I put one here right up against the thing. I took one of the canes out, but I'm gonna get that back planted in. I just took it out so I can get this one planted right here. California Wonder bell peppers. They're all the colorful ones. So we are full. So everything, the cucumber and the sweet banana pepper, is doing good. The other thing I decided to do, and then we'll head to the greenhouse to do some propagating. See, this has peppers on it too, and these are the Scotch bonnets, hot peppers. So Robert, if you want this plant, come get it. You can string it right up to your string. Okay, let's come over here. So this is the work that I did. I aborted the cauliflower. The cauliflower looked like it was dead. Remember, cauliflower is a cold crop. So I don't think that cauliflower was gonna perform for me because of the hot weather that we had, that heat wave. I think that pretty much did both of them in. So I'm putting them in the compost bin over there. They're on the ground right now. And they're going in the compost bin tonight. I took out the little fingers eggplants since these had pretty much taken off. And this is where I normally grow them, in crates right here on this table. So I put them here, and I expect for them to produce. They'll produce later this month. I guarantee you they're gonna take off for me, guarantee you. I moved all my green beans out of the greenhouse. They are a little stressed right now. They're laying down, but they'll come back. I picked or plucked the green beans that were on them, and I'm gonna let these things do what they do. They're full of flowers. My new ones, the ones that I planted by seed in the table, are full of flowers. They're all bush beans. I even poured the soil in there so that they'll have extra soil with the amendments, so I know that they will do well, and I'm gonna cover them back up. All peppers were moved, so we've got sweet banana over here, and as you can see, it's stressed. I hope I don't lose the blooms on them, but I think they'll come around. I hit them with water. I put extra soil in, amended soil, and then I put just a thin layer of hay on top of them to hold the moisture in. Peppers like to be planted kind of close, so I was able to squeeze them all in. This is the Aju du Soleil, and I did put the markers in there somewhere. And I have an Aju du Soleil right here. So I'm gonna let that get big. I don't know how big it gets, but I'm gonna check it out. I have the Jimmy Nardellos right here. This one here is the sweet cherry peppers. That one over there, they really hadn't taken off, but this one is just starting to bloom. That's a Jimmy Nardello or sweet cherry. This here, I didn't write it down, but I know it's a sweet pepper. And then there's that sweet banana pepper that was in the greenhouse that's on there. So I think I'm gonna stake these, and then I will put the cover over it, and hopefully a squirrel won't get to it. We'll see. Or, well, I know Booger can't get to this, but a squirrel can. But squirrels usually don't bother my peppers, but you know, anything can happen because this has been a crazy year. So I'll get that done after I finish propagating. So let's do that, and then we will end the video. So here's the new look of the greenhouse. Since I moved stuff out of here, I need to clean it up, get all this dirt off the floor. I'll just take the hose and hose it down and let it dry tomorrow. Let me cut off this fan because it's cool now. We're gonna propagate right into that crate there. Nice, rich, amended soil, so that should do good. I trimmed the dead foliage off of this raspberry plant, so we've got a few blooms here. I mean, few raspberries. So I had a dead cane on there. It was just one dead cane, and that's what produced the leaves. So this is the new growth, some from the old cane, and then I have a new cane that came in, and so I left that. So it looks better. We'll keep an eye on it. Here's all the stuff, the foliage from earlier. So I eliminated a full row, so now the row is wider. I can get to the back if I need to get to anything. And that's that. Oh, you know what? I meant to take these out too, my cream peas. I'll probably take those out tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do is put those on top of that island that's out there that's messed up. Nothing ever messes with that either. Last year I got plenty of cream peas and Crowder peas by having them outside, and these are top pick, and they are starting to bloom. As you can see, they're starting to bloom up. So I might leave them in here for a little bit. They look good. I mean, I have a few little bites in the leaves, but not many, and those bites have been there, but nothing new has occurred. When I moved things around, I didn't see any. Wait a minute, I told me I didn't see any slugs, and look at there, y'all. In the upper room, in the upper room, in the upper room. Goodbye. Okay, just killed a slug, y'all. Okay, so let me get the beer back out. Let me get the beer out. I've got it. So let me rebait. And seeing all that moving around, I didn't see any slugs. And then lo and behold, embarrassed me on camera, okay? Alrighty, but anyway, we're looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. I can get to everything, and that will help me to discover slugs should I see them. But I'm getting ready to bait once again, because I did remove the baits out of here, but I was going to rebait anyway, but I was going to wait till tomorrow. Oh no, I'll come back and won't find nothing tomorrow, so I better rebait now. So my new green beans that I planted yesterday, Cobra pole beans, I put here, and these will go outside once they start growing, or I may just throw them back there somewhere and just let them climb I can let them climb right here along the greenhouse. I'll probably put them over there along with the strawberries. That eggplant, I left it. I'm not going to abort it just yet. I want to see if it takes off. In fact, I might move that outside too. It looks as if my garden is outside now. But the stuff that wasn't doing good, I needed to, you know, make some changes. When you see that you're having problems, it's time to make adjustments. Let me pour this out, and I'm going to start a new beer thing right where I saw that slug. I know that they're few and far between now. Okay, I just poured that out. Okay, let's get the new beer. We'll do this one for now. and I'll get the rest later. I don't want to waste too much time. There we go. Okay. Now. Okay, where do I want to put this beer? We're going to stick it, since the slug was heading into the squash plant, I'm going to just set it right here on the floor. Let's do that. Ooh, that beer stinks. Okay, I'm going to just sit it there. And then the other ones, I'm going to put around the plants. And hopefully the slug won't be able to resist. Just try something new. Okay, let's cover the beer. Oops, until I can get to that later. Now, let me set this camera up and do the propagating. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 to propagate. And y'all know I had to do my experimental Y. So let's get this done. This will be real easy. And I'll let Robert pick the ones he wants, with the exception of the experimental Y. And Robert, I didn't get stingy with that, like you said the other day. And these look nice and healthy. There we go. That's 2. And we'll do this thick one here. Wait, we gotta go. That's the bottom. Three. 4. And this last one's gonna be rough. Let's see where I wanna start him from. It's gotta be down here. Okay. 5. There it is. Alrighty, he's in there. Alrighty, so let me show them to you. There they are. So they have started. Robert said that he saw somewhere where it takes only 24 days for these things to take root. So we can always test one after 24 days. So I'll be keeping an eye on them. So I'll just test one. That's why we did a lot, so that we'll have extra so we can run our tests. But actually, I'm not even gonna run a test. I'm gonna just start looking for foliage. I think that's gonna be my best bet. I don't wanna really disturb any type of root system that may be developing. But anyway, you guys, that's it for today. I'm getting ready to get off of here. And I'm happy that you came on today. Let me know what you think about the few changes that I made in here. Now my back is hurting. Whew, just kicked my butt today. That grass cutting, weed whacking, and cleaning out the car and all this stuff. Oh, and I'm gonna get that wood back to the Booger's den. I'm gonna put that wood back, so if he's in there, he may or may not be trapped. But I'm gonna stick to, I'm gonna stick a couple of them. I should put this big board there, but right now that big board is keeping the rain from caving in my roof. But because that would be the perfect board to stick in there, because it would cover that whole entranceway. But I'm gonna just use what I had in there, because I hadn't seen no signs of booger until I removed that last week. So obviously it either kept them out, or it kept them from even thinking about going in there, because he saw that it was blocked. So I'm gonna stick it back for now. That's a job that I should have had done. Remember, I was gonna buy the wood and go along that whole thing. With this health stuff going on right now and everything, I just cannot get to it this year. So I'll just have to fight booger. Almost said bulla. I'll just have to fight booger this year, and then hopefully get to it either in the fall if I'm feeling better, because I have up until December to get stuff done, or I might have to wait until next spring. So we'll see how it all pans out. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna let you go, and I will talk to you guys later. And unless something spectacular or crazy happens like this morning, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.